Ladies and gentlemen, my name is
Scott.
Hey, yo. Is that his younger brother? It's gonna be
Jeff.
The cream will rise to the top. Oh, yeah.
And you're listening to
all of the great action figures from our good friends at Hasbro.
The Fullyposeable.
Have your own WrestleMania with all your favorite figures.
Wrestling figure.
Each sold separately from LJN.
Podcast.
And we are the Mount Rushmore of professional wrestling.
Hey, welcome to episode 520 of the Fullyposeable Wrestling Figure Podcast, longest running episodic wrestling figure podcast going today. My name is Jeff, and sitting alongside next to me is my real life brother, not storyline brother, Scott. Scott, say hello.
Hello.
Scott, what's going on, dude?
It's getting cold again. Now, yes, a cold is a relative term, right? What's cold to some may not be cold to others. We've gone through this. Ring skirts, I'm looking in your general direction.
Yes.
But yeah,
yes.
dude, it's dipping down into like the low 40s, high 30s again over here. And like wind chill it's frigid outside. Like, it is cold. I'm not used to this. But it had warmed up a little bit and then now it's going full on cold again.
It's weather time with Scott.
This is your forecast.
Yes, it is getting cold. I just got back from Colorado where it was 60, and then it dropped to the 30s today and snowing. So
that is so severe, dude. That's such a drop.
Colorado weather, dude.
But you know, outside of the weather, let me just say I'm a little pissed off at our targets around here because that Elite Legends Series 29 was supposed to drop.
Can I stop you right there?
Yeah, go ahead.
We checked out in Colorado. They didn't have them either. So
what the hell? Because people are finding them, though. I've seen the pictures, like people in the aisle with the Piper's Pit set, which also released same day, and Elite Legends 29, like the entire set. But none of the targets out here are getting them. It keeps saying not sold in stores. And I'm like, dude, these are supposed to be out on Monday. Like, I literally have cash ready to go. Socked aside for the Mr. Perfect, the Kurt Hennig, although he does come with the Mr. Perfect singlet, and the Bobby the Brain Heenan. And they're not in store.
Are you going to get the British Bulldog?
No, I'm passing on him in RVD.
Okay. I was tempted by that British Bulldog. The more I look at that Davey, I'm like, oh, that's so good.
It is good because you can put him next to the Lex that they did from SummerSlam 93, and then you have the Allied Powers.
Wait, do you have that Lex?
Yes, absolutely. I love that Lex figure, dude. I love it.
And dude, how crazy was that? Davey and Lex were going to be possibly going for tag team gold, dude. That would have been crazy.
I think they did wrestle for the gold.
Dude, I thought they were like 1 month or 2 months in. We'll have to have Keith fact check us because Keith actually did a little fact checking for us last week.
Oh, nice. Okay.
He said he calls himself Dave Meltzer. He said, listening to the show.
No, Keith is way cooler. Don't put yourself down like that, dude.
Yeah,
we'll lift you up.
Keith rules, dude. Dave Meltzer.
Yeah. Meltzer's a clown.
Mid. All right. Listening to the show. Yeah. So you were talking about Repo Man. Did he take the $1 million title from Virgil? And yes. However, in November of 91, after Mike Jones, who's also known as Virgil, at SummerSlam, Repo Man did kidnap the $1 Million Man belt and held DVIC. I'm also reading from voice message to text message, so sometimes that gets a little constrained.
Oh, voicemail. If that said DVIC, I bet that was DiBiase.
Oh, that makes way more sense.
Yeah. Speech to text, a little jacked up there.
Okay, so yes, you are correct. $1 Million Man did jack the $1 Million title.
Repo Man jacked the $1 Million title.
Oh yeah, that too.
Okay. Got it. I kind of remembered that because also November of 91 is when Tuesday in Texas happened.
Mm-hmm.
And why do I want to say Repo Man was on that show? And why do I want to say he wrestled Virgil? I mean, that's an easy fact check, but I think that was a match on the show. I think Skinner was on that show too. Obviously, you know, Hogan Undertaker was the big one from that.
Yeah.
But yeah. Okay. So Virgil did get the belt stolen by Repo Man. Oh, okay. Got it. Yep. I thought I remembered that.
Yep.
Repo Man figures incoming too at some point.
So thank you to Keith for fact checking us on that. As he always does. He is very knowledgeable about those early 90s, early to mid 90s. That's where his wheelhouse is. For us, it's the 85 to 90 era, but his is that new gen era.
where that it's all starts to like bleed together for me. But yeah, don't put yourself down that you're like Meltzer, dude. Keith, better than Meltzer Baracus.
Actually, Drunk Wrestling History just released their drunkest episode ever that never released.
Oh gosh, yeah. That was Tuesday in Texas.
And it was Tuesday in Texas. Ed was quite hammered on that episode.
So what had happened is we had done 4 shows that night. We had done WrestleMania 4, and then Tuesday in Texas was one of them. We did like 2 others. I think we did a watch along. Anyway, Eddie, by the time we got to Tuesday in Texas, had really committed to the whole drunk wrestling thing. And he was... I don't even know if he was forming sentences anymore by the time we got to that episode. It was hilarious, dude. He really, really got into the character.
I think he started making fun of our parents and stuff like that too at one point.
Yeah, he goes to a different place. It's bizarre when he gets to that level. But yeah, he was in no shape. I think he went right to bed after that too. It was pretty funny.
If anybody would like to get any of our shirts, head on over to Pro Wrestling Tees or whatamaneuver.net. You can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Book of Faces, I should say, and Instagram, Fullyposeable WFP. You can go back and listen to any of our shows wherever you're listening to it now. Go back and listen to our previous shows there. Also on Podbean, you can listen to all the way to episode 1 and go through our Rolodex. Please rate and review and subscribe on iTunes, please. And you can send us any audio questions, or anything else at all to fullyposeablewfp at gmail.com. And Scott, we do have a question from the great Josh Thompson tonight. Josh Thompson says, "Hey, Jeff and Scott, JT here with that weekly question. Back in my predictions for 2026, I brought up FTC's merch set and how it was a quote unquote, I didn't know I needed this type of set. What arena play set that you would like to see FTC make that hasn't been done before or in a long time? I still want to go for a parking lot set. Yes, boys, I know it's going to be a bit complicated to pull off, but a bare bones minimum, I'd like to see a loading dock or even an entrance booth made, with the entrance booth having breakaway glass, of course." JT, Scott, what is one playset you would like to see?
I guess if we're going to go play sets, it would be an interview area. So think the raised platform from the golden era that me and Gene used to interview people on when Scary Sherry had that crazy interview with Ultimate Warrior trying to get the title shot for Macho King.
Oh, is that what she was doing?
That's what she was doing in certain ways. And we won't discuss that here. R.I.P. Sherry. But that raised interview platform, I think it'd be great for figure photographers with their Mean Gene figures. Interview areas like the flower shop, the snake pit. But one that hasn't ever really been done, at least from what I've seen plenty of primetime sets, like for Gorilla and Bobby, but the NWA television studio interview area.
Oh, dude, I've seen some customs of those. Oh, dude,
have you really?
It brings back so much nostalgia. People will make the stickers, remember the kind of the green NWA writing with the world in the back, and it'll say World Championship. So people have made stickers of those and they'll put them on their play sets.
Nice. Okay. So something like that I think would be really cool, just because so much pandemonium and mayhem went down on those interview platforms, be it where Mean Gene would conduct his, the flower shop, the snake pit, Jake's head getting bashed in by Honky Tonk Man comes to mind immediately. Piper destroying the flower shop. Yep. Right. So many great memories of watching stuff go down, like especially with the NWA Saturday Night platform, with the interview desk and the setup behind them. You had Shivani and Crockett on there. It was just good memories, but so much stuff went down. In fact, the other day, I just watched one of the Rock and Roll Express. Ricky Morton specifically confronted Ric Flair, and Flair's in his suit and his watch and his shoes. And here's Ricky, who just wrestled a match, like pops Flair in the mouth. It was great. So yeah, that's the kind of stuff I like. If I'm going to get something out of an arena, it's going to be the interview area, just because that's where all the stuff went down.
By the way, Steve from PPW goes, I wouldn't put the Dudleys on the Mount Rushmore.
Wow.
Yep, I thought that same thing. He says, you and Scott are nuts from a couple of weeks ago declaring the Dudleys the best tag team ever.
Wow.
All the accolades that they have, and I mean, just Everybody,
Yeah.
they were the modern day Road Warriors because every federation wanted to put their belts on them.
And they did.
And they did, exactly. New Japan,
TNA, WWF.
yeah, throw a rock. You know,
If they had gone to AEW, they would have won their tag titles too.
I did ask Steve, like, who would you say? And he said the Hardys, which, you know, I can't argue anybody on that one.
Okay, but he gets to pick 4. We're not just picking one team here.
Well,
is he saying the best ever?
So he said tag team ever. We'll have to get Steve back on and have him fight us on this.
Okay, so he's going after best tag team ever, and he's saying it's the Hardys.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a great pick. It really is. And again, it's subjective, right? It's how do you base your greatest ever? Is it decorated, which is what I do, and longevity, which is another factor that I take into consideration.
So he said in this order, he would go top 5 greatest tag team, or I shouldn't say this order, but he listed them. He said Hardys, Hart Foundation, LOD, Usos, and Rock and Roll Express, which shocked the hell out of me about Rock and Roll.
Okay.
And being a huge Rock and Roll Express fan, it kills me to say this, but the Midnight Express held more gold than the Rock and Roll Express did.
Weren't together as long though.
Who, the Midnight?
Yep.
Well, they had a different iteration of the Midnight Express. They had...
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So technically, yes, the Midnight Express were around longer, but they had different players in the... And then you had the new Midnight Express, and then, you know...
nobody's counting that, dude. Nobody's including Randy Rose in this
Don't
conversation.
knock Randy Rose. Come on now.
No, well, that's what I'm saying is longevity. You know, the Rock and Roll Express has them beat because there were several iterations of the Midnight Express.
Yeah. So but Midnight with Stan Lane was just a whole different level, dude. That tag team, they were just on a whole different mountain. They were so
the crazy
good.
part is 3 years.
What, how long they were together?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Like they felt...
It is.
Because like I tend to block out the Condrey years.
Really?
I
liked Condrey, dude.
I didn't, dude. He just felt like he didn't bring anything, and Stan Lane did. He brought a different dynamic to the team.
I agree with that 100%. Lane was 100 times better than Condrey was, but I didn't think Condrey was horrible. I didn't mind him. He was believable to me in that tag team. But I agree with you on Lane. When he came in, that tag team took another step forward.
Yeah, very much so. Very much so. So,
yeah. Okay. Wow. All right. Well, I don't know, man. Hart Foundation, what, 85 to 91? 91. So 6 years.
That's when they finally broke Brett off to be a single star.
And 2-time tag team champions.
Mm-hmm.
One of those times was they faced a team of one.
A team of one.
Yeah, Davey Boy.
Oh,
Dynamite was crippled at that point with the injury.
Yep. And fun fact, Dynamite wasn't going to let the belts go unless it was to the Hart Foundation. I forget who they wanted to put the belts. I think they wanted to put them back on the Dream Team or something like that.
Was it their Sheik and Volkov maybe?
Maybe it was Sheik and Volkov, but Dynamite's like, I'm not losing him unless it's to the Hart Foundation.
And didn't they send Brett to try to collect the belt? And Dynamite told him no.
Dynamite basically held it captive so he could lose it on TV.
And he was carried to the ring by Davey Boy, huh?
He was basically holding on to Davey Boy walking into that ring. And then that's when Jimmy Hart clobbered him on the way to the steps.
So it gave him the injury out.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah. Okay, got it. I would disagree on Hart Foundation being in that top 5.
Mm-hmm.
Rock and Roll Express went for super long, numerous tag titles. I would keep Rock and Roll, pull Hart Foundation, put Dudley Boys into that. I can't argue on the Usos at all. The Usos are such a great pick. And again, their story's not done. So they could replace the Dudleys on my list of best ever. They could. They're definitely in the conversation. There aren't a lot of teams that have been in ring better than the Usos. There really aren't. The Usos are so good. And you talk longevity, number of teams faced. Their feud with New Day was just incredible. Unreal. I would love to see that come back.
The only notable names is the Godwins to WrestleCon this week. So as of right now, it'd be Rock and Roll Express, Don Morocco, Kevin Von Erich, Manny Fernandez, Soraya, Rikishi, Mance Warner, and the Godwins. Those are some notable names. that have been added or are on the list for WrestleCon this year in Las Vegas.
So you can get the Regium figure sign that just came out.
I don't think it's going to be there in time. Or wait, no,
They're
those are
already
those
in
are
hand.
sorry, those are available to ship, huh?
Yeah.
That's
People have
right.
them in hand. Yeah. So definitely, if you've got them and you're going to be at WrestleCon, take them with you.
What have you seen the feedback on them? Have people been liking them?
Yes.
Okay.
They have liked them. And we're going to be getting to some of those figures in the news. So that is relevant information. Tipping our hand a little bit, Jeff.
Scott, did you pick up anything?
No, not yet. And I'm pissed at Target. Like, come on. Put them in this. Here, look, I'm going to jump on the app right now. I literally, like, when you go into my search bar on the Target app, the very first thing that pops up is the Bobby Heenan. Right there. Boom.
No, it's Magnum condoms. Yeah.
Well, of course.
That's second on the list. Well, I'm looking for action figures.
Yeah, I'm married. I go through them so quickly. And also, I need Magnum size. Editor's note, Scott lied about all of this. Okay, so Bobby Heenan, gone. Oh, they have Mr. Perfect back in stock.
Oh, purchase that right now.
All right, hold on.
Add to cart. Let's go. Come on now.
Okay, declining coverage on protecting my purchase. I don't need that. Adding Bobby Heenan to cart.
You need batteries.
I don't need batteries, dude.
Oh.
Okay. Stop. I don't want to add anything else in my cart. Leave me alone. I need to check out quickly. Everything arrives by January 15th.
Alana's birthday. Happy birthday, kiddo.
Yes.
You won't hear this, but hey, happy birthday, kiddo.
And Kurt Hennig's gone.
No way. What?
And he's gone. Oh, wait. No, there he is. Okay. Check out.
Oh.
He's back.
All right.
Oh, it needs my CVV on my card, and I don't have it.
You don't have
to
that.
Sell out. Watch. The Kurt Hennig's going to go away because I don't have my CVV, and my card's downstairs.
Go. I'll cover for you.
All right, right back.
All right. So I'll go over my recent trip to Colorado. I won't go over it, but the flight got delayed out of Oakland. Unfortunately, we didn't get in until about 11:30 into Denver. So Walmart was already closed. We didn't get a chance to go over to Walmart to pick up any figures. However, our boss the next day did go. He said all they had was George Steele and Nikolai Volkov, no Austin and Warrior from the Superstar series. And Scott is back. Did you get it?
I did. So that was going to be my, are we still in Festivus? Well, I'm going to air my grievances anyway. So my grievance was they didn't have Mr. Perfect or Kurt Hennig in stock. Mm-hmm. So on Target, if you spend $35, you get free shipping.
Right.
I didn't want to buy Heenan, pay shipping on him because I couldn't get him in the store. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to wait till they get Kurt Hennig in stock. So I've been checking. I checked 3 times today at work. Wouldn't you know it? We start recording. It must be the good luck of the show. Kurt Hennig, they had 1 left.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. It literally said order soon, 1 left. So I have Heenan and Hennig coming next week.
Nice, dude. On Alana's birthday. For Alana's birthday, you're getting action figures. This rules.
I bought myself wrestling figures for my daughter's 20. Oh my gosh, she's going to be 25.
Yep. 25, dude.
I have a 25-year-old.
She can now legally rent a car.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's right. Yeah. So anyway, I have Hennig and Heenan coming my way. I think I'm passing on the Piper's Pit set. So
what?
Now that I've got, I think I'm going to pass on it, dude.
Don't pass on that, dude. If I can make
I have all 3 figures already. And I know it's not about the figures, but I don't have a place to put the set.
See if there's just the set on eBay.
No, that's what I'm saying. I don't have a place to put it.
Yes, you do. You have a whole house.
It requires shelf and or desk space.
Right.
Which I have none.
Put it downstairs. Just throw a random table or desk downstairs and just start stacking figures on top of it.
I'm going to go to IKEA, buy a random end table and say, this is for my Piper's Pit set. So I'm buying a gift from my Piper's Pit set.
Well, I'm glad you got the figures. I was just telling everybody that I went to Denver and we got in super late. Our flight was delayed getting out of Oakland for 2 hours. So we didn't get into like 11:30. Listeners have already heard this. But long story long, special guest Shawn, went to Walmart the next day and he was looking for Warrior and Austin. No sign there. Eric went looking last night for the Piper Pit set and the new Legends. Nothing there. So, but the good news is you got them coming.
Yes. And so now that I've got those, I'm picking up the Ventura and Bundy tomorrow.
Nice.
From ringside.
Nice. Like it.
I've got to have them. So like I said, that was going to be my Christmas money. And so that's all getting spent today and tomorrow.
And actually, you know what? While you were away grabbing your CVV, markedoutcollectibles.com is doing a private signing with Rick Martel. The private signing mail order is for flats up to 12 by 18. That's $95. Figures and large flats, $105.
Oh,
Belts are $125. This is for Rick Martel.
I think Sting was $100.
You know, Sting does a lot more conventions and a lot more signings. So his price probably has come down over the years, where Rick Martel doesn't do these mini signings. Like this big event right here that's crazy that he's going to be at that with Tito.
Well, I guess everybody's going to get this initial autograph. Like you said, he doesn't come around very often, but I don't know that he can sustain that price moving forward. Once he does a few of these, that price I think is going to need to come down a little bit. My opinion, 100% my opinion. So here's the question to you, Jeff. Do you send your item in, or do you keep your fingers crossed and hope that he makes WrestleCon?
I'm hoping he's going to make WrestleCon. I did
when do you
say
have
that
to have your item shipped in by?
March 16th.
Oh, you have plenty of time.
So Steve from PPW, speaking of, he is the one that just sent this over. I said, man, I'm getting a feeling he's going to do WrestleCon. He goes, I don't think so. Big event in New York. He lives in Montreal. Don't see him flying to Vegas.
Oh, good point. Okay. Yeah. If he's in Montreal, dude, that makes sense. But hey, look, you have plenty of time.
Yep. I'll make a decision, but that means I can only send in one figure.
Well, yeah. How many did you want to send in?
Dude, I would love to get a bunch of stuff signed by him.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. I figured it was just going to be your classic superstar set.
I think that's going to probably be the one because I got to get that finished.
Yeah, because you already got Tito.
Yep. So Tito's already taken care of it. I got to get Rick to sign.
Is Tito in paint?
Yeah, it's red paint. I actually had to erase his signature.
I thought I remembered you doing that. Yeah.
Which was easy because it was just a magic erase. I just got the magic erase and just erased it because it was already fading like the picture in Back to the Future, you know?
Right.
Yeah, it was like that, dude. That's what happens to our Sharpie autographs is it fades just like the people in pictures in 1955.
Right. So, okay. So what else did you want to get signed by Martel?
Love to get the BRG signed. Would love to get the Elite Legends where he's the model signed. Definitely the Strike Force. I think that would be about it.
Would you be tempted to order the retro Strike Force set to have him sign that? Like if you knew you could have it signed by both guys, would that trigger you to spend that money?
I am more interested in getting the autographs for the figures that I have right now before getting anything else.
But it's Strike Force.
I understand. I know, dude. But I'm more focused on getting the stuff I already have signed before anything else. Then if Rick Martel does start doing more autos, then that's when we'll start looking into Hassel Toys or whoever has the rights to Rick Martel. So anyway,
can I try to swing you in one direction on this decision?
You can swing the D. Yeah, go for it.
Were you a huge Rick the Model Martel fan? Specifically the character Rick the Model Martel.
A huge fan?
Yeah. Were you a huge Rick the Model Martel fan?
I wouldn't say a huge fan. I found him entertaining, but it wasn't like, oh, dude, Rick Martel's on Superstars, got to set the VCR, that type of thing. He wasn't like anything like that.
Okay. But yet you're willing to drop around $100 on 2 autographs for 2 figures of a character that you weren't a really huge fan of.
I see where you're going with it.
Take the $200 you would invest in those 2 signatures, buy your set of Strike Force retros, buy a second model autograph for the model side of that retro set.
But that means was the Hassel Toys, if it's still available. Last time I checked, it was still available, but that's
with the jackets.
No, the jackets are sold out.
Oh, the jackets are gone. Only the t-shirts.
Only the t-shirts.
Still cool. Okay.
So that set was what, 120?
I think it was 120.
So the set, that's 120 plus shipping. Oh no, it's free shipping. He got first free shipping. Then you've got to do autograph on figures with him and Tito.
We're going to pay for the Tito autograph regardless, right? If you decide to get it signed one day, you still got to pay for the Tito. So I'm not including that in the money here. You're going to be like $20 over. Dude, you're literally Strike Force's biggest fan.
I don't know, dude. The more I talk to that, our buddy Jason, he seems to love them as well. Like he's like a huge Strike Force nut.
I was chatting with him the other day. He wants to get that set. In fact, I'm not sure if the listeners could answer this or not. I asked around. Nobody really knew for sure. Jeff, you seemed pretty sure that it was the case. Are Hastel's or Mitch's 2-packs, are the card sizes identical to Hasbro? Are they a little bit bigger, a little bit smaller? Because Jason is looking for a protective case before he purchases that set. Mm-hmm. But he wasn't sure if it's the same size, a little larger, a little smaller. He just wants to make sure he has a cover for it before he orders it. So I wasn't sure because I don't have any of his 2-packs. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if the listeners could answer that for us. If somebody could reach out, because I've got Facebook. That's about it. But if you could reach out and let us know if you know, that would be super helpful for Jason. But I don't know, dude. I'm just saying, if I had like a BRG of LOD 2000, right? And Animal and Hawk were doing signings. I'm like, okay, I wasn't a huge LOD 2000 fan, but maybe I could go buy Zombie set of Road Warriors for 100. Okay, well, that makes way more sense to me. Even though I already have Road Warriors autographs, I wouldn't stop getting them. You know, I would go buy that other set of figures to get it on a set that I actually like those characters. That's all I'm saying with Rick Martel, dude, is if you're going to move forward with it, give that retro set a thought.
All right.
Instead of getting model figures signed when you're not a huge fan of the character, spend the money on the guy that you were a huge fan of.
By the way, we do have an omission. We threw out that question last week of people that have had LJNs and BRGs and Latoonie, 3 different versions.
Right, 3 looks. Well, it didn't have to be Latoonie also. We just wanted 3 different looks.
I would say I would throw in Latoonie in there. I mean, if they're making the LJNs, you know, I'd throw them in there. But if they've had 3 different looks, there were 2 we left off.
And we caught them like that night.
You did. You texted me. You're like, damn it. When we do stuff on the fly, we always miss 1 or 2.
I literally got up to pee that night.
There's a drunken pee.
In my slit, I wasn't drunk, but no, in my sleepy haze, I'm standing there, and then that question popped in my head, and then my brain started going, and I'm like, crap, these were the 2 guys. Boom, boom. I thought of them immediately.
And so it was Sergeant Slaughter and, oh man, who was the other one?
Haku.
And Haku. Yes.
Harley. It was Harley and Haku.
That's right. Harley and Haku. You're right. Actually, you know what? I just texted Brockus, Keith. Speaking of him too, I asked him, I said, hey, out of curiosity, have you ever gotten any of Hastel's 2-pack retros? He said, which ones? I said, any of them. And he goes, yes, I have the Quebecers, Men on a Mission, and Brainbusters. And I said, we were just wondering if the card sizes were the same, or the cards were the same size as Hasbro. And he goes, I think so.
Okay.
He's like a Hasbro nut, so I trust his word. So I will text Jason and let him know if he's going to pick up Strike Force, then he can feel safe. And if he gets mad at me, he can go out to Missouri and take on Keith. Actually, Jason's cousin wrestles, so Jason will probably be the manager and send his cousin.
Yeah, right.
This is for making my cousin spend $125 on Strike Force figures. Damn you.
And it were the t-shirts, not the jackets, damn it.
Damn it. Oh,
so was that it? Was it just Harley and Haku?
Yeah, let me go back to Brian over at the Legendary Wrestling Figure Podcast, of course. He said Flair Dusty with new figures. As far as like new figure looks, Dusty and Flair have had different looks.
Okay.
That's just among Latoonie and the Big Rubber guys.
Okay.
Harley, Race, and Sergeant Slaughter, if you count Hasbro and LJN, are a few with others with 3 8-inch rubber looks. Haku soon with the 2 Islanders gear, as you had mentioned, and 1 King gear. He goes, I don't hate you guys for missing any of these. I was all, oh, so you're not Johnny933 from Twitter?
Thank you for not hating us.
Yes.
I was literally peeing that night and it immediately jumped in my head. Dude, the Kings, Harley and Haku.
Yep.
And yeah, I think we missed Slaughter, didn't we? We missed Slaughter. We didn't have him in there either.
We didn't have Slaughter in there.
Yeah. And if you really want to count his Hasbro too.
Yep, exactly.
The Hasbro LJN style.
Yep. So yeah, there was a few we missed, but hey, you know what? That's stuff that happens when we do stuff on the fly like that. Like when you do a podcast, you kind of have like what your talking points, but sometimes you go off on these little things that can take you down a rabbit hole.
Not sometimes. It seems like it happens to us every week.
Okay, it might happen every week, but
See Tuesday in Texas conversation.
Right. But exactly. It's one of those things is like, oh crap, now we're balls deep into this conversation and we know we're going to miss one or two and we know we're going to get called out, but that's the fun part of it.
Yeah. It keeps you guys engaged. You're going to call us on our BS.
Yep, exactly. So, all right. Pre-orders up at Collect Major, Hillbilly Jim and Tito Santana. That is the month of January. Collect Major pre-order. Also, they had a King Haku up that was up for about 4 or 5 hours and it was gone.
And it's gone.
I did pick up 2 of them. Scott, would you like to guess why I picked up 2 of them?
One to open, one to keep in the package?
No, because I'm a batshit maniac person that for some reason decided I needed 2 of them. Why?
I would say, you're going to flip one or you're going to use one as a trade. No.
They're
going to sit in the BRG box.
Probably. By the way, I just got my Ringside Collectibles figures that I ordered in. Some of the figures that I got in, I also picked up the Blood and Guts John Moxley as well. I forgot about that one.
Okay.
And then there was another one I picked up and now I forgot. Already. I got John Moxley. How about that? Along with the other figures that I mentioned a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, dude. Only you.
I know. Pre-orders up on Big Bad Toy Store for Boss Fight Studio, Dragon Lee, Roosh, and Dralistico. I wonder when those are going to finally come in.
Let me see. There's usually a listing of an ETA.
Because they're still up on pre-order. I checked the other day.
Yes, they are up there. And then on BBTS.com, it'll actually tell you when the expected Dralistico.
And that's a badass figure. And Dragon Lee, too. Actually, all of them are good.
Okay. $39.99 and expected first quarter of 26. So right. That's like March.
Between now and March.
Yeah.
Yep. So keep checking that and get your pre-order in for that. We were going to talk about this in the news, but I'm going to throw it in on the pre-order as well, since they are pre-orders. Hassel Toys Regium figures, Raven and Ahmed Johnson. Now, Ahmed Johnson is just think Ahmed Johnson with all the knee pads. The extra head does have the nose guard on it, extra hands. The Raven figure comes with the jacket, microphone, different hands, and extra head. So make sure if you guys want those figures, pick those up. They are about $40 a piece if you order the pair.
Yeah, that's right. I think they're $45 each.
Oh, $45.
But he's running like
deal.
A package deal on them if you buy both figures.
Yeah.
Man, based on the photos, those things are really, really nice looking. That Raven, that might be the ultimate Raven figure.
It's definitely up there. There was Jax made one back in 2011. I want to say it was like a Legends of the Ring line or something weird like that, or NWA line or something like that.
Okay.
That was probably one of my favorite figures. There was also, I think, a Titantron Live figure from Jax back in the day.
Definitely. Yeah. Raven had one of those. Yeah. Or a Ruthless Aggression or something like that.
They did pretty well on that one. But yeah, this one is probably a contender for the be all end all for Raven figures.
Yeah. I don't know if it was a Titantron Live or if it was a real scan. I forget what that set was when they had like the real scan that first broke.
And again, these are one of those deep dives that like we can picture the figure in our head, but we can't remember what series it was.
Yes. But that does not compare to what Mitch has done here. These figures are they're outstanding. Ahmed has all of his arm pads and leg pads, and it just looks great. Would fit right into your new gen set right before the Attitude. He'd even fit into your Attitude Era set. Mm-hmm. And then the Raven would look great on an ECW shelf. The jacket, the hair, everything about that figure, it's awesome. I think those are fourth quarter of this year.
Yep. And also check out Shawn over at KWK as well. Now there's something with updated painted Well Dunn figures that's coming out.
for the Toy Fair next month.
Yes. Stay tuned to Shawn's social media for that. Information is coming soon. But yellow, Well Dunn figures, 2-pack exclusive.
Correct.
All right, let's get into the news. Superstar Slammers. What is that? Well, they're making figures. That's what it is. They appear to be retro style. You can see them over on WrestlingFigureDatabase.com, but they're making their first 2 figures. As I said, they look to be retro style, but it's Psycho Boy fodder, and we were just talking about her last week, Angelina Love.
There you go. And Angelina Love and Velvet Sky were announced for WrestleCon, Jeff.
Oh, they were?
Yep. So I don't know if that figure will be out in time, but the beautiful people are going to be there.
So that is Superstars Slammers, and you guys can find, or you can see the pictures again over at WrestlingFigureDatabase.com. We mentioned Hassel Toys, and we mentioned the Ahmed and the Raven that just got announced this past week. Also, there's Regium Quebecers figures coming out. Extra heads have the glasses.
That's going to be awesome. Those are going to be a pass for me because I'm in on the Rougeos.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Yep.
And sticking with Hassel Toys, the Legacy Collection, Ray Trailer. Legacy Collection is the retro style figure. Ray Trailer, 1999 look with all of his black gear.
Yep. Then he's like I don't even know what he was, like a SWAT mercenary dude. He had like a black ski mask.
Yeah, it was.
Then he came to the ring in, wielded a nightstick. It was pretty intimidating. Like he looked badass.
Yeah, he carried a big stick and a big stick,
a ball and chain too.
Yeah. That song was ridiculous too, but it fit him.
You mean awesome?
Oh yeah, that too.
Yeah. No, that's great. There's going to probably be a Boss Man figure coming, so those figures look outstanding.
And we mentioned Toonie earlier as well. Toonie put out a Facebook post today. It says Toonie is proud to officially welcome Jacques Rougeau, better known to fans worldwide as the Mountie, former Intercontinental Champion, one of the most iconic characters of the Golden Era, and now officially signed with Toonie. This is a major milestone as we continue to expand our roster of legendary wrestling icons. More details coming soon. Stay tuned. This one is going to be special.
Wow. So we're going to get Rougeaus we know from the BRG line.
Yep.
And we're going to get Mountie from Toonie.
Yep.
Because the picture he used was the Mountie.
Yep.
So there's 2 looks. I'm going back to our LJN style 3-look formula here. Do you think he will get Raymond Rougeau? And do you think that he will do a original look Fabulous Rougeaus when they were wearing like the black trunks, the black boots? Yeah, see, that's kind of a tough one. Like at least the Rougeaus when they were heels, they were colorful.
Right.
Black trunks, black boots, unless you're Stone Cold.
Doesn't fit. Doesn't completely. Or Goldberg.
Yeah.
Goldberg.
It's like, I don't know, man. It's a hard. Now you'll get your LJN base jumping in on that, but
I'm with you, dude. I don't think they would. Toonie is known to go out and put their testicles out on the line on a rare look.
Yes.
I don't think that would be one that they would go for.
Probably no. They seem to go a little more extra when they go for the balls to the wall thing.
Correct.
Like Macho Man as Cyclops.
Correct. Yes.
Like Flair stripping in the ring, shedding all of his clothes, like something like that. Like they go crazy.
Yeah.
Black trunks, black boots, Jacques Rougeau. I don't see it, dude. He doesn't have Raymond, at least according to that post. It looks like it's just Jacques Rougeau. So that would be basically the Mountie.
Yeah, it'd be just basically the Mountie look because he didn't have any other outside of the Quebecers look, which was basically the Mountie look.
It was the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah, there was nothing else that they could do with him.
And BRGs are already doing the Rougeaus as a tag team, the heel Rougeaus. So, yeah, I don't know, man. That's kind of what you're limited to. But you'll have a Mountie LJN style, and I think that's awesome.
Yep. So he's up to 2. What will be the third?
If you were going to have a third without having a repaint, it would have to be the black trunks, black boots, like WrestleMania 3 Rougeaus.
They should put Jacques Rougeau and Dynamite Kid in a 2-pack and have a roll of quarters. What?
Dynamite has a bloody mouth. Oh, dude.
What did I say? Making money.
Yeah. Controversy creates cash.
Exactly.
Right, Eric?
All right. That is all the news. If you guys want to check out some other stuff, head on over to Wrestling Figure Database. They do have a picture of the Title Run Toys Nikita Koloff retro style figure over there.
Thoughts, Jeff?
You know what? Don't hate it as much as I thought I was going to, if that makes sense. The picture of the prototype looks better than the rendering that I originally saw.
Agree. You can clearly see the Nikita look they were going for.
Yeah.
They didn't exactly nail it, in my opinion, but it is better than what we had originally seen. I will agree with you 100% on that.
Also, I do want to throw out with FC Toys, shop.figurecollections.com. They do have a Crush up there. It's purple gear and yellow gear. They're two different outfits for Crush that you can purchase. They are expected in late January, according to their post. Also, sticking with FC Toys, Wrestling Something Wrestlers Series 5, which isn't basically another name for their retros. Gilbert, the Patriot, and Buff Bagwell.
Stars and Stripes.
And Perry Saturn. Perry Saturn looks great, dude.
Why hasn't anybody gotten Cronus yet? Dude, Eliminators would sell.
Oh, the ECW hardcores would go batshit crazy for that.
Yes, I can say with full certainty now that I've seen the craze for ECW. Now, I didn't think ECW guys would still sell as much as they have. One of those things I was 100% happy to be completely wrong on. So now I'm convinced if you made a Cronus and a Saturn, you could go Regium, you could go Retro. I don't know if anybody would really be down with BRGs of the Eliminators, but I'm thinking specifically like the Regium series, or if Zombie could grab him for his Pinnacle line, or if this guy, what is FC Toys you said, Jeff?
Yep.
If they could get Cronus to do a retro style to go with the Saturn, dude, I think Eliminators figures would sell. 100% would sell.
Well, let me ask you, if they came out with the ECW stage, remember that little it was almost like the Titantron, or not the Titantron, I apologize, the Superstar set, but it had like an ECW look to it and stuff.
Yeah. Yep.
If they came out with that and the ECW Blue Ring, would you be in on that as a crowdfund?
Me, no. And it's really to do with space.
Okay.
I don't have any room for a ring, much less a huge stage like that. If I can't fit Piper's Pit, I can't do a stage in a ring. But I do think that it would fund.
Okay.
Especially and we had this conversation a week or two ago, Jeff, by using WWE television to promote that kind of stuff. I think you've got a great chance of getting that to fund.
Yeah. LJNs are doing quite well over at Target. Yeah, I'm seeing a few sitting around, but they're still moving.
I don't know where they put ours.
Are yours still missing out there?
Yeah, well, there's no Christmas section anymore. The Christmas section, because I went the other day. I went on Monday right after work. I'm like, cool, I'm going to grab the Henning and the Heenan. I'm out the door. And they weren't there. And so I was like, okay, so they're not on the pegs. That's weird. Well, let me go look for the LJNs. Nowhere to be seen.
Yeah, because we're still seeing ours out here, but it's not as flooded as it was during Christmas time. Christmas time, it was really flooded.
So they've gotten cleaned out. Well, I mean, Series 2 is right around the corner now, really.
Basically.
Yeah, gotcha. You know, I'm really happy. And I want to thank Tim, too. Tim at a Chair Shot reached out, and he got me the black card Dusty Rhodes for Christmas.
Nice, dude.
So I'll have my Hogan blue card, Dusty black card, and I'm happy with Series 1.
Are you opening them?
No, they're getting hung up.
If I can make a recommendation, if it does go on clearance, if you do see a clearance or anything, just get one, dude, just to hold again.
I probably will. If I see it on clearance, even at like $16-17, I'll probably just grab another Hogan and open it up.
Okay. I did purchase an extra Dusty, and dude, holding it was just like pure nostalgia. Like, where's the ring? Where's all of our figures? It's just one of those. I have to start playing. It's like a natural reaction. You're like, oh, I got to start playing, with these figures again. So I'm going to sit down. But if I sit down, I'm going to cry because I can't stand back up because I'm 46 now and not 6. So
well, you do stand up. You sound like a transformer. While your bones cracking. Right.
Or snap, crackle, pop, and then more pop and a lot of crackle.
And a tear.
And then, ow, why is my hip hurting?
Oh, my knee. Do you think they make a ring?
Yes. A ring will be coming. This is a prediction. I'm not saying it is happening.
Yeah. You don't know this for sure. Yeah.
Ring will happen. Don't know how soon though. Will we get it in 2026 or will we get it in 2027? Do they strike while the iron is hot right now with everybody in our age group just going batshit crazy for these?
Yeah. I think by series 3, we'll have confirmation of a ring.
By series 3. Okay.
Because we're talking right around San Diego Comic-Con.
Yep. Pretty much.
So I'm guessing that's when they announce the ring for it.
Okay. Well, is that another prediction from you?
Yes. Yes. I had one last week. There's another one for you.
I can't keep up with all these.
I'm just sprinkling them on you like Salt Bay.
Some other little things that popped up this past week in the news. Get Big Shot pillow buddies. They are featuring a wrestling legends that held the winged eagle. This will go up on the 12th and come down on the 26th. So Big Shot pillow buddies with wrestlers that held the winged eagle. So Brett, Shawn, Cody, Hogan, Macho, Undertaker,
Flair, Brett,
Austin. I've already said Brett.
Oh, you said Brett. Okay. Yeah. Austin.
I haven't seen a Yokozuna Big Shot pillow buddy.
I wonder if we're going to get one. I mean, they've got the deal to do Yoko. I hope.
Bob Backlund, Diesel.
Yeah. Bob Backlund and Diesel.
And I think, Kevin Owens.
No,
it counts. He stole it. It's fine.
We're going to count that. Yeah. We're going to count that.
Also, Shawn from KWK, speaking of him as well, his pre-order for February next month is the Great Kabuki and Tenryu. Japanese wrestlers, you want to jump in on that Kabuki figure. It's going to come with Mist. You guys have seen the pictures because we have shown them off on our YouTube channel. So make sure you look at that over. But yeah, you don't want to miss out on the Kabuki figure. Also, one other thing I forgot to add, Mitch going to be doing retro style figures of Ahmed Johnson in the red shoulder pads. So from WrestleMania 13, Santa Claus, Balls Mahoney will be coming with a chair, and Man Mountain Rock will be coming with a guitar, not a WWF guitar, but a guitar. That will be Mitch's retro style figures.
Yep. They're due out in May. And the Santa Claus, I think, is super creative. Like, he had the rights to do Balls Mahoney. Mm-hmm. So he's like, screw it. We're doing Santa Claus. So the first ever Santa Claus figure.
So that is it for the news. Scott, in closing, Jackass just announced that they're going to be coming out with another movie in June 26, Jackass 5.
I am completely shocked. I thought we were done with the Jackass movies.
So if you remember the last one in Jackass 4, they featured a lot of the secondary players or new players of Jackass.
Yeah, it seemed like they were trying to introduce the next generation of Jackass.
Exactly. And I think that's what they're going to do, is a lot of the stunts will be done by them. That's just a personal opinion. We haven't seen any movies. We just saw a Facebook post put out.
So I am seeing that Bam Margera is either in talks to be in, because he's really turned it around, dude. He's turned his life around. So I'm super happy for him. But they had a huge falling out to where he was only in one skit in number 4. And I'm excited to see him. If it's true, you can't believe everything you see online, but I had read both that he was A, in talks to be in the movie, and B, that he had already signed to be in the movie. So,
whoa.
It's like they're getting the band back together. Right. So I'm excited for number 5. You and I have a tradition with all the Jackass movies. We go see them in the theater, and if possible, opening night.
Yep.
So let's definitely make that plan for June 26th to go see Jackass opening night.
All right, let's do it.
It is the most I laugh in a theater ever is when it's a Jackass movie.
Right.
They're so good. Are they juvenile and just potty humor? Yes. And that's why I love them. That's why I love Jeff.
Yeah, exactly. He didn't want to be stuck with me. He's just dealing with me now.
Yeah.
That's all.
Like, well, we may as well do a podcast.
Might as well. 10 years. Why not? We'll find out in 2 weeks if Scott's here for the 10 years.
We'll see.
We'll see. We're waiting with bated breath. We are waiting to see what Scott's answer is in 2 weeks.
Yeah. I don't want to be all LeBron with it, but you're
going to take
these are important decisions.
You're going to take your talents to another podcast.
Start my own.
Yeah, right. Break off on your own and shit.
Yeah.
All right. We'll tackle WCW Revenge here upcoming soon. In closing, though, we do want you guys to check out our friends over at the TB Toycast, Steve over at PPW Podcast, Brian over at the Legendary Wrestling Figure Podcast, Jake and Jamie, who were actually on the Legendary Wrestling Figure Podcast with Brian. But check out their podcast, Work the Arm Podcast, Trivia with Buds, Ryan, we love you, and Chick Foley Show, and Boot to the Face. But that rounds out episode 520. Scott, anything else?
Yeah, I wanted to save it till the end of the show, but I wanted to thank everybody that reached out after what I had mentioned last week about my mother-in-law. Much appreciated. I definitely appreciate the love. A lot of people reached out either directly to me or through you, Jeff, or through Shannon, because she has social media that I don't. So everybody that reached out, it does mean a ton to the family. Every message is read. Every message means the world to us. So I just wanted to extend a very, very heartfelt thank you to everybody who has checked in and reached out. We truly appreciate it. It means a lot to us. And with that said, Jeff, stay safe, stay healthy. Fig License 2016. Happy toy hunting, and be good to each other out there.
Yes. I need to get to bed, dude. I just literally jumped off a plane and started podcasting. So
yeah, you literally got off of a plane, got into a car, and raced home to podcast.
Yeah, dude, I'm making my towns, dude.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, you were living a wrestling lifestyle right now.
If I was Ric Flair, I'd be hitting a bar before I came to podcast, but
right. Anyway. And then you'd go Broadway. With
oh man. All right. I want to thank everybody for listening to episode 520, 480 to 1,000. Go Bills. Adios.
Yeah. Fullyposeable. Let's go. Jeff and Scott, the Toon Brothers, busting out the ring. But we don't take it out the box, MOC. Happy toy hunting, we'll see you next week. We're the OGs of WFP. Fullyposeable, thank you all for listening. It ain't no storyline, real life siblings. So everybody go and do your toy spotting. Hashtag Fig Life, adios from the Kings.